Hello, hello! Back again. Today I've got something from the G.I. Joe line, so Yo Joe and all that. This is the Cycle Armor. And basically it's a pack that comes with a figure and a motorcycle. And the motorcycle, I hate to use the word transforms, but turns into, you know, some ride armor in the classic Mospeada tradition. So first let's take a look at the figure. And the visor on his helmet normally is black. I just Sharpied it as soon as I opened it because I couldn't stand it. And you can actually remove it and check out his face, which is just kind of standard. And other than that, he's unremarkable. The only problem I have is that these are not articulated in any way, so his arm really can't go any further than that, which really sucks and kind of hampers the, you know, his mobility in the suit. And then on mine, just sort of a QC issue, this hand pops out and it's super loose, and then so is this gauntlet. So you kind of have to jimmy it to get it to stay on solidly enough to really do anything with him. But yeah, other than that, you know, like I said, he's just a standard Joe. One cool thing, so he's got this gun that I posed him with. So he's got this gun. He's got two of these Mech 10s. Let's see what else. That one. Not really that knowledgeable about all these different kinds of machine guns, but I'm sure they're recognizable. And he's got a sword. The blade, unfortunately, is not painted. It's all black, but you can plug this onto his back, a la Snake Eyes. And there we go. Looks pretty cool. It's your standard sort of Beretta-looking pistol. And then he also has a knife with a sheath. You can pull it out, and unfortunately not painted there either. So, tons of accessories. Can't really complain about that. I mean, he's armed to the teeth. We'll set him aside. Take a look at the motorcycle. If they just sold it like this, I can see a lot of people still digging it because it's, you know, a well-detailed, very muscly G.I. Joe looking motorcycle. It's got some machine guns on the front. The yellow dots are really the only paint that it has. It does have this Tampo G.I. Joe symbol there. Other than that, these control panels. See if you can show that. Yeah, control panels, these G.I. Joe symbols, the marking stripes, and then there's a little thing that says release right there. Those are all stickers that you have to apply yourself. But so, you know, it's not very colorful. It's a little plain, but it is a very solid looking motorcycle. You'd never know that, you know, it turns into anything, which I'll admit is kind of part of the problem with the armor mode, but we'll take a look at that in just a second. Very simply, we just completely disassemble the bike. Front part's hinged, so you can get the first wheel out, and then these fold out. Now, one problem, this connection is really loose and it loves to snap off. But either way, for the most part, you just split the bike down the middle and it'll just shatter into a million pieces. Got your engine block thing. Here's the seat, which we need to split as well to its two components. This piece, just if I can do it right. Yeah, there we go. That pops off. Set that aside. And again, on this part, take these off, the machine guns. Now it'll do it. But still, these hinges, they just, oh, God, they love to pop off. So that's kind of a QC issue. Take the back wheel off. There we go. Okay, so parts former it is. But now that we've got it all taken apart, just fold this part up. Obviously, looking at the foot assembly there. Do the same on this side. There we go. And then, probably can't see it, but on the inside of this there's a little peg, of course. which plugs into his leg. And this will be tricky to do on camera. Let's see if I can line it up here. Okay, there we go. Get the other one on. Okay, so he's got his Energon-esque pants on. Now we just take the engine piece here, unfold this, and this yellow part's a nice soft rubber. This plugs into his back, like so. And then this goes down like that. Now, the middle hole here is supposed to plug into a peg that's right here on the chest piece. But mine, out of the box, broke. Now, it doesn't affect the transformation in any way, but just kind of sucks that, you know, I could apply no force and it just popped off. I mean, this is soft rubber, for God's sake, so I don't see how I could have done anything to break it. Speaking of breaking it, these handlebars, they look like they rotate, but they don't. So be careful with that. Alright, now it's got 2 pegs, 2 ports. So we more or less just plug this on. It's not the world's most stable connection, but okay. And this is where this right arm usually gives me a lot of problems, so okay. So there's his chest armor. Now for the arms, you're actually going to take the seat piece and then the machine gun plugs into it like that. Then the hole here plugs onto the port on his arm. Like so. Same on the other side. And of course this is the kind of thing where, you know, as a fan of transforming toys of all kinds, I would have rather seen a hand rather than just some machine gun arms, but it is what it is. Okay, so there's that. Now these pods here have a little port that plugs onto the backpack. So just plug that on either side. And then the wheels and the middle section here, it moves back and forth, but it only goes one way to maximum length. And then you plug that in right here and right here. Alright, you can fold these in. There we go. So it kind of completes it a little more. And overall, as we turn it around, you can see that it actually does a pretty good job of forming coherent armor. It's only on the back where his legs are exposed. And even then, the wheels and everything else kind of fill out the profile a little bit. So as you can see, it's not really something that like a kid's going to play with and have a lot of fun with, but you know, to kind of transform and sit on your shelf, it definitely looks cool. And you know, you can move his arms just enough to kind of point that gun at somebody. Do I recommend it? Okay, so I got this thing at my grocery store for $10. For that, completely worth it. It's awesome for that much money. But, you know, online, before they started popping up in discount stores here, I mean, these would go for like 30, 40 bucks. Totally not worth that. Not at all, unless you really like this thing. Probably, if you're a customizer, you could do a lot of good work with this as the base, and that'd be fun. But, you know, if you're just going to have it as a toy, there's not a whole lot to go on. The drawbacks to a lot of people would be the lack of color. Obviously, you can see a lot of Mospeada, you know, Robotech Cyclone armor in this design, and that part of it I really dig. And if it had a little more color, it'd pop a little more. It'd look a little more fun. But yeah, okay. Well, there's your look at the G.I. Joe Cycle armor. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and take care until next time.